What do you think of the fuel consumption of diesel Mercedes with the displacement of 2.7 liters? Is it 10, 8 or 6 liters per 100 kilometers? Let's check. Take a look. The car is not a new one. Made in 2002, it has a car run of more than 132,000 kilometers. Estimating the fuel consumption is not an easy procedure. Luckily, Mercedes has a very powerful cruise control, which can help in our test. Let's go. Usually, the fuel consumption is estimated at the speed of 90 km per hour, and we will not change this tradition. We gather the speed up to about 90 km per hour. Do you feel gathering the speed? Then we put the car on the cruise control, 90 km per hour. And we reset the readings of the cruise control. After resetting the cruise control, fuel consumption was around 6 liters per 100. But already after 2 kilometers, we have 5.4 liters per 100. It takes time to get correct readings of the fuel consumption. So we need to drive for another 10 to 15 kilometers. We've driven for 7 kilometers. The cruise control shows 4.8 liters of petrol per 100 kilometers. And this is for the engine of 2.7 liters. Even for a diesel engine, this is a fantastic result. As a norm, fuel consumption with such a displacement and automatic gearbox is 5.6 liters of petrol per 100 kilometers. As you see, we're not very lucky with the weather. It is raining, which in a way also has an influence on the fuel consumption. Nevertheless, the readings of the cruise control are 4.8 liters of petrol per 100 kilometers. You can ask why. The secret is simple. 3,000 kilometers ago, we added remetalizer resource to the engine oil of this car. 3 bottles of remetalizer resource. The invention on which the product is based is among 100 best inventions of Russia. These remarkable results of fuel economy could be explained by the research done within the laboratory of company VMPAUTO. In 2007, VMPAUTO has finished work on a highly sensitive laboratory test bench. The test bench is made of the internal combustion engine, load device and different type of sensors. Highly sensitive sensors of temperature, pressure and power allow us to examine everything that happens inside the engine. Catch even the smallest changes. The readings of these sensors go straight to the computer. It is just like a nervous system which winds around the engine. Let's see how the engine works. The mixture of fuel and air goes to the cylinders under pressure, where it inflames. Burning, the heat energy is released, which changes to the mechanical energy of the moving piston, thanks to the expansion of gas. At the same time, there are losses on friction. Traditionally, it is considered that after using lubricating materials, the fuel economy is the result of friction decrease and low viscosity of oil. In the meantime, as scientists call it, engine efficiency is not determined by losses on friction, but engine efficiency is determined by the construction of the engine and the type of petrol used. The first test results of RESURS have shown that the decrease of friction does not occur. To their surprise, the researchers have found out that the efficiency of transformation of thermal energy to mechanical energy increases, which leads to the increase of engine efficiency by 7 to 10%. So, the research made on a highly sensitive laboratory test bench has shown the energy-saving remetalizer resource economizes petrol from 7 to 10% by increasing the engine efficiency. It is no coincidence that the invention on which the product RESURS is based is among the best 100 inventions of Russia. To observe the transformation of thermal energy into mechanical, we would like to use an ordinary infrared thermometer, which allows to take the temperature from a distance. Now we can see the readings. A warm engine is 153 degrees centigrade. As you see, the car is practically new. Kia Cerato with mileage of 5,000 kilometers. For a new car with engine displacement 1.6 liters, a 50-gram bottle of RESURS is enough. The engine has a mileage of 5,000 kilometers and it is practically new and still under warranty. A test will be performed by researcher Kirill Volokhov. After adding RESURS, the car must be on idle running for at least 5 minutes, so that the RESURS starts working. Some time is necessary to see the effect. Before adding RESURS, as you remember, the temperature on the outlet header of the exhaust system was 153 degrees centigrade. Now, after adding RESURS, the temperature is around 132 degrees centigrade. So why there is such a change of temperatures? This is a fundamental question. The temperature decrease shows that a larger part of thermal energy is now used for mechanical work. In this way, the energy efficiency increased, so we can observe it. Owing to this effect, there is a decrease of fuel consumption. After using RESURS, the temperature on the inlet header of the exhaust system decreases, as a rule, by 5 to 20 degrees centigrade. As the test shows, RESURS saves fuel by 8 to 10%, owing to the increase of engine efficiency.